Their first ball, their first uniform, their first number, their first teammate, their first goal, their first coach. We take great care in making sure their first isn't their last. We're so much more than a soccer class. Come play with us today at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com.
Welcome to Michigan Stars Elite Podcast provided by Michigan Soccer Network. My name is Erwin van Elst. I'm the Director of Coaching for Michigan Stars Elite, and I'm here today with our General Manager, Dan Chun.
Welcome to OMPT Specialist Auburn Hills Clinic, your one-stop destination for all your physical therapy needs. Conveniently located across the street from Oakland University, our state-of-the-art facility offers a comfortable and inviting atmosphere. Our spacious treatment area and modern gym, including AquaTrack, red cord suspension system, and extensive resistance training equipment, provide the perfect environment to optimize recovery and growth. Visit us today and experience the OMPT difference.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Hi, my name is Paul Tinian. I'm with the Michigan Jaguars. I'd like to welcome all of you to Michigan Jaguars Monthly and thank Jonathan for the invitation to be here on MSN. Just wanted to let everybody know that this will be an inside look at our club, and every month we'll be providing some new hosts and maybe some new guests that we're inviting in to get a better idea of what's going on in and around.
Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in!
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty.
My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo!
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club, only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $24.99 a month.
Are you looking to grow here in 2023? Let the Michigan Soccer Network help you and your restaurant fill more seats. Help you and your law firm get new clients. Help you and your dental practice find more patients. Find more roofing customers for this upcoming summer. And to help you and your medical practice find new patients. To learn more or get started, visit MichiganSoccerNetwork.com.
I'm a husband. I'm a father.
I'm a sister.
I'm a son. I'm a brother.
I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
I am a referee.
I'm a referee.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start?
Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Don't just burn calories, torch those little suckers. Base Camp Fitness Troy, opening up this March, will help you get maximum results in half the time. Our intensity intervals of cardio and strength training will supercharge your calorie burn, all in just 35 minutes. Make sure to lock in our founders rate and claim your 2-week risk-free trial by scanning the QR code on your screen. Base Camp Fitness Troy, located at 443 East Big Beaver Road in Troy, Michigan. Thank you for stopping by the Michigan Soccer Network. To not miss out on any of the action, all you have to do is simply hit the subscribe button, and that way you're notified every time we bring new content or go live. Thanks for stopping by.
We watch soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network!
I watch soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
لا تنسون تتابعونا على Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
I like to watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
Me gusta mirar fútbol en Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
I love watching soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Back to Betrayal. He'll take a shot and he'll bear it! And then he'll fire it from Billows and it'll go in! He's one-on-one with Kudret. She'll put it off the post, save by Kudret. Cut back from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in. And that's going to be fired. Valeno with a dot. now. She'll keep fighting, looking for goal number 2. Cuts it inside, shot, and that goes in. Good work is this one by Henry. Oh, good save by Jasinski. Dot 280, that's missed. Oh, it's Stone! And the ball, and both goals so far. A fire one, and that's a wonderful save. Buddy puts it back for Al Jazeer, beaten, and he'll bury it. Going. He'll fire one now from distance, and that is in. What a strike by Ben Maher. This is high kick, but they're going to keep playing. Kim has it now. Johnson with a shot, and that's in! Hello, everybody, and welcome here into Rochester High School for tonight's OAA Red deciding matchup, as the Rochester Falcons, ranked number 1 in the state, are welcoming in number 5 ranked Stoney Creek High School, live right now on the Michigan Soccer Network on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Steve Besk, I'm Jonathan Turner. Excited to bring you the action here once again. How you doing, Steve?
Doing well. Excited for the matchup tonight. You know, we talk about it all season during our ranking show and throughout different conversations about some of the best teams in the state. And tonight you're going to see 2 of those and some premier players as Rochester and Stoney Creek do battle here tonight.
That we are. We're excited to bring it to you again live here in Rochester, Michigan, here for an OAA Red deciding matchup. And the way this will work is this, is if Rochester wins tonight or tie, they take play sole ownership of the league title here in the OAA Red. If Stoney Creek wins, then they would take sole ownership of the league title. They have to win tonight to do that. Rochester just needs 1 point.
Yeah, it's a lot to play for tonight, but you know, also just going to be an entertaining match. You know, two teams who've gone throughout this season and you know, played at an extremely high level. Obviously, Rochester coming in at 12-0-1, and you know, Stoney Creek likewise at 16-1. So, just you know, 2 teams coming in well prepared and you know, in good form. So, we're in for a treat tonight, John.
That we are. As we'll take a look here now at the visitors in Stoney Creek, and you'll take here again, currently 2nd in the OAA Red. They're 59 goals for, only 5 against. They've got 13 shutouts. And again, with a win tonight, they win the OAA Red league title.
Yeah, and I think, you know, this shows just defensively, you know, how much they rely on, you know, making sure that they stick to their principles. They keep their shape, and they're dangerous going forward. 59 goals is nothing to you know, knock at by all means. 13 shutouts just shows what kind of defensive work and goalkeeping play that they're kind of getting, and everything to play for tonight. You put yourself in that position with absolutely, you know, everything to play for tonight, and it's all you can ask for as a coach.
And now we'll take a look here at the Falcons of Rochester, number 1 in the state according to Michigan High School Soccer Coaches Association. Currently 1st in the OAA Red. They've got 34 goals, 4 and 8 against, 6 shutouts. And again, with a win or a tie tonight, they will take home the league title. Head coach Doug Steinert here at Rochester.
Yeah, and an opportunity to play in this type of game. You're at home, an opportunity to play you know, a rival type school in battle for, you know, what is considered to be one of the top, if not the top conference in the state when it comes to girls soccer. So very competitive, and an opportunity to play for a title tonight is all you can ask for. So I'm sure Coach Doug will be, you know, have the girls on the right mindset and ready to play here tonight.
That he will. As you take a look here at the current standings as they stand here today, Rochester atop the table. It shows Troy Athens there above Stoney Creek, but Stoney Creek owns the tiebreaker in that one. They do have the share of the same points. Rochester Adams there in third. Bloomfield, Troy, and Clarkson round out the bottom of the OAA Red. Again, there is pro and relegation here in the OAA, so Clarkson, based on where they finish, might move down next year to the white, and the winner of the white would potentially move up. That's all decided upon at the end of the season. Coaches meeting that they have to decide not only pro relegation, but also decide on your OAA all-league teams and players as well. So that's a look at the current standings as we see them here today. Let's take a look here at districts here for a second. We are going to be out at a number of districts here coming up here in a couple weeks. District 14 at Utica is probably the toughest district in the state of Michigan. Number 1, Rochester. Number 5, Stoney Creek. Number 11, Rochester Adams. Romeo, who was ranked earlier this season. Lake Orion, and Utica, and Eisenhower, who is kind of coming in and out of the rankings as well. Eisenhower right now sitting atop the MAC Red, and that might come down to a deciding match here in a few weeks when we go out and see them when they play Romeo here in their final MAC Red matchup of the season. Troy Athens hosts. Number 6, Troy Athens welcoming in Chippewa Valley, Sterling Heights Stevenson, Utica Ford, Warren Cosno, and Warren Mott. And then another tough district out on the east side, Anchor Bay. Number 13 ranked Anchor Bay welcomes in Lance Cruz North, Dakota, Roseville, Port Huron, and Lakeview. So we will bring you districts from all 3 of those districts here, our goal, this upcoming spring here for the playoffs here in just a couple weeks. So excited to bring that to you. We are just about 4 minutes to go here left in this JV game, and we're going to step aside here for our first break. But hey, we got a good one coming up here. Number 1, Rochester welcoming in number 5, Stoney Creek, right here on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Looking to grow here in 2023? Let the Michigan Soccer Network help you and your restaurant fill more seats. Help you and your law firm get new clients. Help you and your dental practice find more patients. Find more roofing customers for this upcoming summer. And to help you and your medical practice find new patients. To learn more or get started, visit MichiganSoccerNetwork.com.
Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in!
Don't just burn calories, torch those little suckers. Base Camp Fitness Troy, opening up this March, will help you get maximum results in half the time. Our intensity intervals of cardio and strength training will supercharge your calorie burn, all in just 35 minutes. Make sure to lock in our Founders Rate and claim your 2-week risk-free trial by scanning the QR code on your screen. Camp Fitness Troy, located at 443 East Big Beaver Road in Troy, Michigan. Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
for stopping by the Michigan Soccer Network. To not miss out on any of the action, all you have to do is simply hit the subscribe button, and that way you're notified every time we bring new content or go live. Thanks for stopping by. Welcome back here into Rochester High School here on this Wednesday evening. Normally OAA Red matchups take place on Tuesdays and Thursdays. This is a matchup that was rescheduled due to conflicts with players, so they decided to make this happen here on a Wednesday. And you're looking there at our field level cam here as the JV game is just finishing up and wrapping up here. And, Steve, we talk about, these key matchups, but, we're getting towards the business end of this season. We have two high-ranked teams here facing off on a Tuesday night. Happens to be here in the OAA Red. It's another testament to how tough this league truly can be here in the OAA.
Well, it is Wednesday night.
Did I say Tuesday? I did. I know. I'm so used to saying Tuesday.
But, no, absolutely. The opportunity to have two top teams, willing to come out tonight and compete for a title. We're going to see, I'm sure, a battle of adjustments made throughout the game as well from both sides and both coaches, and expect it to be a good affair, open up on both sides, but as well organized from defensive as well, because you look at both teams and their shutouts and their goals against have been few and far between this year. So it's going to be tough for both teams to crack the back lines, but expecting a good one here tonight.
There we are. As you can see, look there, Brian Middlestead, the head coach of Stoney Creek and the Cougars. We mentioned here at the beginning of this one the amount of goals they've scored here this season. They've scored 59 goals in 17 games, averaging 3.47 goals per game. That is a phenomenal. Lily Bosley is a big part of that for Stoney Creek. We'll keep an eye out here for her tonight. But Brian Middlestead doing a fantastic job here, as he always has.
Yeah, and they've set a standard, and they've been a consistent power within this conference. It's tough to win it all the time, but to be up there and compete in the way they do and consistently be ranked up there is a standard that he has set. And it comes with playing good defense, and then taking their advantage and their opportunities on the attack. So he will have his girls prepared. That is for sure.
We'll now take a look here at the head coach for Rochester, and Doug Steiner. Again, they've scored 34 goals in 13 games, averaging 2.61 goals per game. Doug does another, again, took his team all the way to the state semifinals here last year. And again, they're ranked number 1 here in the state rolling. They're currently undefeated, 12-0-1.
Yeah, and a team of a lot of experience, returning girls who were on that run last year and understand what it takes and what it's going to take to make that type of run here come the end of the month. But first, business to take care of here in the OAA. Time to put some hardware in the trophy case. Check off, I'm sure, one of their goals for the season, which is to win the league and to play as the number 1 team in the state, to go into the state tournament on that type of run. You have to be playing well, and they're certainly doing that. They're going to look to continue to do more of that here this evening.
That they will here. As got to make sure I stop muting myself there, Steve. I think after all these games I've done, I would learn not to mute myself. But
amateur hour.
that it is. As hey, we are just about 13 minutes away from the start of this one. We're going to step aside here for our next break, but get excited as we come back here. We'll give you the starting 11s here for both sides and get ready for kickoff. You're watching high school girls soccer, the OAA league title on the line here tonight on the Michigan Soccer Network. We'll be back.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Their first uniform, their first number, their first teammate, their first goal, their first coach. We take great care in making sure their first isn't their last. We're so much more than a soccer class. Come play with us today at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com.
Our mission is to help players take their game to the next level and reach their potential. Not only do we help develop fundamental technical skills such as ball control in tight spaces with different surfaces, dribbling at speed and changing direction, using a variety of 1v1 skills to create space, receiving on a half turn, hook turn, and out of the air, finishing off the dribbling, one-touch, volleys, and headers. We help players get comfortable performing these skills at game speed with pressure and with both their dominant and non-dominant foot. In addition, we help players with their speed of play, awareness of space, defenders and teammates, and also dominate with their off-the-ball movement. We offer a variety of services such as one-on-ones, small groups, large groups, as well as team sessions. We have an experienced coaching staff that is professional, friendly, patient, while still holding players to high standards and holding them accountable. No matter what level you're at as a player, I'm confident we can help you get better. Over the past 3 years, we've built one of the best soccer-specific training facilities in the country and developed one of the most detail-oriented programs to help out players. Visit our website.
Welcome back here into Rochester High School. We are just about 9 minutes away here from the start of this match. Looking there at the goalkeepers here for Stoney Creek and the Cougars, ranked number 5 in the state. We've seen them throughout the season kind of in that 6-5, as high as 3 in the rankings this season. Rochester has been no lower than 2 at 12-0-1. They returned 10 players from their 11-man roster from last season in the playoffs, where they fell in the semifinals to Northville.
Yeah, and an experienced team, and clearly a team on a mission with their performances this season, 12-0-1 coming into this game. So obviously they have been well prepared and focused each time out. But you look across the field and the other side, and Stoney Creek's equally 16-1. So again, it just I think we're going to see a really good matchup here tonight, John. Just really excited to see some of the individual play and some of the players that should stand out on both sides and could be difference makers within this matchup. You did it again, my friend.
I know. It just dual roles is now you're seeing. The shooting air on the other end. In Rochester, they'll be in their blue kits here tonight. Along this way, they're 12-0-1. They're undefeated. Stoney Creek 16-1. Their only loss this season coming to Rochester Adams. 2-0 victory here just 2 weeks ago. That could be all the difference in this one, because if this game ends in a tie, that tiebreaker goes to Rochester, and that point puts them in sole ownership of the league title, and they'll claim that here this year.
We talk about the importance of every match, and sometimes how important a single draw can be, and that that draw that earlier in the season could come back to hurt Stoney Creek, but and likewise could be the advantage and all that Rochester needs tonight, knowing that a draw would be good enough to clinch them the title as well.
That's right. We are excited here on this Wednesday evening. OAA Red League title on the line. I'll keep saying it here throughout the night tonight. When we come back here from our next break, we will give you the starting 11s here for both sides, as we are just 7 minutes away. The clock is getting ever so closer to the start of this ever important match. We'll be back. Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in!
Hey, give me some of it. Okay, all right, I'm going. The Journey, the Tilton Girls, take one.
My favorite moments ever as a father was the moment she made the A-team.
They would always push me and my friends as well.
Their authenticity and integrity that they were able to do everything with.
I still struggle with a little bit, just like the confidence, like knowing that I'm in a different environment.
Could not be more proud of you, Justice, and of you, Remini.
It's gonna be a roast here.
No, it's not a roast.
Ocean, and it was hard. Don't tell anybody that.
And action.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75. Don't just burn calories, torch those little suckers. Base Camp Fitness Troy, opening up this March, will help you get maximum results in half the time. Our intensity intervals of cardio and strength training will supercharge your calorie burn, all in just 35 minutes. Make sure to lock in our founders rate and claim your 2-week risk-free trial by scanning the QR code on your screen. Base Camp Fitness Troy, located at 443 East Big Beaver Road in Troy, Michigan.
Welcome back here into Rochester High School on this Wednesday afternoon, evening. My name's Jonathan Turner, alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Steve Besk. Gonna do the best I can tonight to not continue to mute myself along the way here. But hey, either way, it's a good one. Number 1 versus number 5. What more would you want from a soccer match here at the business end of a season? Just 2 weeks from today, districts get underway here in Michigan. We already talked about that. Both these teams are in District 14 at Utica Swinehart Field. A very good chance that they could be seeing each other more than likely in a district final. They are the number 1 and number 2 ranked MPR teams in the state, which means that they would be on the opposite sides of the bracket come district time. So they would not see each other until a district final. I mean, it is a tough district. We talked about that here earlier. You've got Rochester Adam ranked 11, Stoney Creek ranked 5th, Rochester ranked 1. You've got Romeo in there. You've got Eisenhower. I mean, anything can happen in district. That is a very, very difficult district there, Steve.
Yeah, and I think, at the end of this 80 minutes tonight, I think, however the result goes, the coach that doesn't end up on the right side of things tonight will talk about, what they can take away from this matchup and looking forward that, the likelihood is that you're going to have to play the other side again, and at the most important time, and that's in the state tournament. Obviously, a lot to play for tonight, and we're going to focus on that here for the OAA, chance to win the red here tonight. But at the end of the day, both these teams do have bigger goals in trying to win a state championship as well. And this is just one of those check marks along the way, and we'll let the girls out there decide it tonight.
That we will. The weather here tonight, 76 degrees here in Rochester. It hit a high of 80 today. No rain in the forecast. It is a clear night here and a beautiful night for soccer. We'll now take a look here at the referees here tonight before we get into your starting 11s. Your center referee, as I put this on the screen here, Justin Janowicz, AR1 Mark Schultes, AR2 will be Pete Loria, and those are your registered Michigan High School Athletic Association referees here on this Wednesday evening. And Steve, let's get these starting 11s in. Let's start here with Brian Middlestat's Stoney Creek Cougars.
And starting for Stoney Creek in goal, Merrick Schwalbach, Sariana Shah, Kaylee Butcher, Megan Kennedy, Madeline McGinley, Lily Solik, Olivia Lombardo, Ava Averpas, Mia Carson, Lily Bosley, and Alyssa Vetrano. And for the Falcons of Rochester, starting in goal, Alice Max, Elena Webb, Ella Massa, Natalie Race, Romina McGuire, Layla Lanier, Riley Sampson, Caitlin Guoya, Ava Williams, Emma Barker, and Keely Robinson.
And those are your starting 11s for both sides as both these teams getting ready here. They are lining up as we speak, getting ready here for this matchup. Just 19 seconds away from the public address announcer taking over. Steve, what are your predictions in this one as we get ready here for the start of this game?
Well, John, I think both teams are going to go for it. Stoney Creek has everything to play for and has to try to find a way to get the 3 points and get the win. Rochester knows that, they can't just sit back, so they will do everything they can as well. So my prediction's a 1-1 draw. I think that defensively both teams will be solid. Rochester will find a way to grind it out, and we'll be happy to settle with the tie if it gets to that point, knowing that that's all they need to be crowned champions.
So my prediction in this one is, Steve, is that Rochester will come away with a 3-0 victory.
It's a bold prediction, John, but we're wrong plenty of other times when we actually try to really break it down. So why not?
Well, let's pass it off here to public address announcer here in Rochester. We'll be back here after the national anthem.
Number 8, Lily Solik. Number 9, Caitlin Creer. Number 10, Olivia Lombardo. Number 11, Lily Stickney. Number 12, McKenna Musser. Number 14, Lauren Palmer. Number 15, Kendall Allen. Number 16, Ava Ripas. Number 17, Angie Toma. Number 18, Mia Carson. Number 19, T.G. Mayo. Number 20, Lily Bosley. Number 21, Faith Kruman. Number 22, Alyssa Vetrino. Number 23, Gigi Biondo. And number 27, Alyssa Welker. Head coach for the Cougars is Brian Middlestat. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet your Rochester Falcons. Number 1, Alice Max. Number 3, Kira Nagy. Number 4, Presley Johnson. Number 5, Elena Webb. Number 6, Ella Massa. Number 7, Mallory Gentry. Number 8, Natalie Race. Number 9, Maeve Comfort. Number 10, Romy McGuire. Number 11, Sammy Mickley. Number 12, Carson Jackson. Number 14, Leila Lanier. Number 15, Ella Wozniak. Number 16, Riley Simpson. Number 17, Caitlin Gouin. Number 18, Ava Williams. Number 19, Emma Barker. Number 21, Niska Saukar. Number 22, Emmy Kurasley. number 28, Kylie Robinson. Number 0, Emma Max. Number 30, Juliet Jones. And number 2, Stella Marlowe. The Falcons are coached by Doug Steiner. We'd like to welcome all the youth soccer players and their families that are in attendance tonight for the game versus Rochester and Stoney Creek. The Rochester Soccer Club looks forward to seeing you play for the future Cougars and Falcons. Now we ask that you please stand for the playing of our national anthem, and please remove your hats.
Another beautiful rendition there, Steve, of the national anthem and the announcement here of the players. And we are just moments away here from a good one here, Steve, on this Wednesday evening. OAA Red League title deciding match here. These are the kind of games that we get excited about. Early part of the season, you're maybe playing for hardware, but as the season kind of rolls along, as things start to, kind of pick up, the games start to get more important. And tonight, this game is the most important game of the season for these two teams. And both these coaches in Doug Steinert and Brian Middlestad, I'm sure, have made that very clear to these two teams that, hey, you know what? You're fighting for a championship here. You're fighting for a city championship. Go out there, have fun, and bring home a title.
I don't think too much has to be said. I think the girls on both sides understand what's at stake. I think at this point, all the preparation that has gone into it, from the last day or so at practice, is what you can rely on and have to stick to. I think that both coaches, I'm sure, have had a good game plan in place and set up both their teams in what they feel is going to be the best way to attack both sides. So, should be exciting to see how some of these players respond and react in the situation. And John, we always talk about it in championship type games and settings. It's all about, maybe sometimes who will make that early mistake and capitalize. So we'll see what happens here tonight. But again, beautiful night. Couldn't ask for anything better. And expecting a good one here this evening.
There we are. Looks as though Stoney Creek and the all-white kids going right to left on your screen will have the kick here in this first half. The Falcons and the all-blue kids going left to right will have the kick here in the second half. And the head referee, we are underway here from Rochester High School. Stoney Creek will move this around, Steve, and something that I talk a lot about. I'm not sure, what the coaches, as far as their game plan is and how they want to attack this. But in a game like this, where a lot on the line for these two teams, do they play more conservatively to start, or do they go aggressive and attack from the get-go?
Well, I think, both sides are going to commit to what's been successful all season. You don't come into the game 16-1 like Stoney Creek or 12-0-1 like Rochester without having a system and sticking to it and just playing your game. understanding what the threats are from the other team and understanding how you're going to have to defend those will be important. But I think both coaches will try to rely on what they do well and try to carry that into this match, because that's what's gotten them to this point. There's no point in changing up too much. But, there will be some opportunities where they try to pick moments. As the first corner of the game coming here to Rochester, always a good sign, an early set piece, and something to try to take advantage of.
That it is set piece here early, only a minute into this one. Natalie Race will take this, number 8. Senior forward here for the Falcons, just put towards that near post. A little shove. And back to Race. You'll see she's going to draw 2 defenders. Cuts it back inside. Puts just one into the far post. And just past the Falcon attacker on that far side.
Yeah, well played from Natalie Race here on this right side. She gets a little bit of space onto her right foot. She tries to put that ball back bar for hopefully one of her teammates. Unable to find the foot, but a real dangerous ball. Really caught Stoney Creek a little bit off guard, but out in a deep throw in here. A chance for the Falcons to pin him in.
That was McGuire. Just missed that opportunity from Race. Now we have a throw-in coming. For the Falcons.
Early possession here in this attacking third for the Falcons.
And the combination play between Alana Webb, Natalie Race, and Ava Williams for these Falcons is an unbelievable group of players to have in your arsenal. A lot of times you're lucky if you have 1 or 2 players on a team that can make an impact. Doug Steiner, from top to bottom, has impact players that can just play solid soccer throughout an 80-minute match. Natalie Race, a phenomenal player. Ava Williams on a web. Oh, that ball almost made it way to Race. There's Butcher, and this one's cleared up towards midfield and settled down by the Falcons. And Ava Williams now looks to put this one into the box. A little head on that from Race, and that's picked up by Schwalbach. Schwalbach, a sophomore goalkeeper for Stoney Creek and the Cougars.
That's a good ball in. Able to redirect
look at this.
it.
Now Race, she tried to cut that one back.
Say on that previous play, it was good work from Race to redirect that header in on goal. Able to put it down just within the grasp of the goalkeeper to make the easy save, but it's good of her to get that on target, register that first shot, and force that goalkeeper to have to make a save.
There's Webb. Puts this into the box. Cleared on the turf and swing and a miss. And right now, just looking at this for what it is, Stoney Creek come out here, it seems like they're a little flat right now, especially defensively right now, Steve. Having a hard time clearing the ball out. They've been back in their end here for the first 5 minutes of this game. Giving up an early goal here at home. Ooh, it runs right in. That was McGuire who ran right into Schwalbach. First foul. You just want to give the home team more confidence than they already have being playing at this home field here in this match.
Yeah, just not enough connection of the passes between the lines for Stoney Creek. Just too many giveaways, too many blind balls played, just with no direction, turning it over to the Falcons, just like again here in a dangerous area.
There's Webb now. She cuts it back. Webb now on her right foot, blocked, and out for another corner.
Rochester's already going to be dangerous enough. You don't want to give them extra opportunities, and too many times here early in this first half, Stoney Creek is just giving the ball away, without much effort from Rochester's side. So the more possession they have, the more dangerous they're going to be.
This ball in from Race, right in the middle of the pack. Ball is headed away by Cougar defender. I believe there's Bosley. They got a head on that. And put it right back in. It goes to Bosley. And now look at this. This is McGinley. And so really the first moment here of positive offense for the Cougars getting over midfield.
Chance here, a couple of throw-ins now here on the far side, an opportunity to kind of slow the game down, regain possession here in this attacking third, and hopefully get something out of it, a shot on frame, just kind of build this confidence early within this first 5-6 minutes of this half.
That's knocked off.
The more they can make the Falcons defend here and have to spend extra energy defending is only going to benefit them in the long term throughout this half.
Ball thrown in, and I'll deflect back off Lanier, and quick throw in. Repaw puts this one back in. Bosley's there, and it's a good catch by Alice Max, the sophomore goalkeeper. 2 sophomore goalkeepers here in net for both of these teams here tonight. Guala.
Was wisely done from the goalkeeper, getting big, getting her arms up, taking away that cross. If that thing gets through, that may end up in the back of the net.
Oh, that's a tackle right there. I believe that was McGinley on that far side, number 5 for the Cougars going down.
And number 10 is Romina McGuire on the tackle for the Falcons.
Ball put in towards top of the 18. It's headed away. Now a race on the ball for the Falcons. On this near side, looking up for Webb.
Trying to find that channel, just unable to keep that one in bounds. Seen a lot Rochester on the break, finding their outside backs, finding their outside mids, really trying to find these balls up and through the channels outside, find that room out over the outside back, but they're just unable to keep the ball in play.
So ball here to Bosley. Good crowd on hand here tonight.
Good pressure there from Ava Williams. Back on Lily Bosley to come back and defend. Her tracking back there, wins the ball back, and eventually ball out of bounds and a throw-in for her team. And they're going to need that type of effort all night because Lily Bosley, as we will talk about it, I'm sure, throughout the broadcast, John, one of the more dangerous players on the field at any time she's playing. So Falcons are going to have to limit her touches in those dangerous areas.
That ball actually touched off of the Cougar. Number 10 there, Lombardo. So a throw-in coming up here for the Falcons and Ava Williams. Webb gets by Carson. Moves it down by the end line. Let's put this inside the box and clear it away. But now Williams, she'll cut it inside. Just too much of a touch.
Yeah, just a bit of a heavy touch there. It's unfortunate. It was good movement from Rochester to keep it in. Williams. Here goes Bosley.
That's right. Bosley committed to the University of Michigan in the soccer program there. Is going to be Big Ten next year. Switches to McGinley. That first touch, though.
Thought she should have left it for her teammate there. She was all set up for a shot. As wins her team a corner and eventually comes out on the good there for Stoney Creek. But she did have her teammate there at the top of the box. Looked like that was, I want to say number 2. Yep, number 2. Sariana Shaw was right there at the top of the box. It could have laid it off to her for a shot, but here comes the first corner of the game for Stoney Creek.
This ball comes in right at top of the 12, ahead, and then off the post, a rebound, and into the hands of Alice Max. Wow, we saw this against Rochester Adams, and Adams was the benefactor of a ball that went in and out. They get the first goal. That one off the post, near the goal line, never crossed, it looked like. Alice Max staying big.
Yeah, first one just off the bar, comes down. Next one, goalkeeper makes a great save on. Another one, just unbelievable effort there, and first opportunity, probably best opportunity coming here for Stoney Creek.
Both of those were headers that hit off the post, crossbar, not once but twice. There's now a race. Wins the head, and now one back defensively now, McGuire. Guala looking for Webb, and that one will go out.
Talk about early possession here for the Falcons, being the more dangerous team in the opening 5 to 8 minutes, John, and then, instantly an opportunity like that down at the other end for Stoney Creek, and suddenly this game could easily be, 1-0 going the other way.
That it could. And we've seen a dominant performance here so far out of the Falcons. Is this ball up now at Serena Shaw. So switch it out wide. That was Solik, and we saw McGinley kind of get off balance there. This ball might go off for a corner. It's saved. Left on the pitch. That's Race. And then that one will finally go off for a corner. I believe that's their third one of the game. So this ball comes in right towards Eric Schwalbach, and she comes up with it. So goalkeeper's coming up big here on corners for both sides here. Last couple minutes, it's 0-0 here. You're watching the OAA Red League title deciding match here on the Michigan Soccer Network. Alongside Steve Besk, I'm Jonathan Turner. Excited to bring you action here in this high school matchup here tonight.
Sorry, John. Trying to get some technical difficulties over here.
No, you're totally fine. Is it the stream going down on the iPad?
Yeah, just the iPad. Stream's up, but
sometimes that iPad acts up, so.
'Tis one of those moments.
I feel bad because that's the iPad that's connected to the press box down below. I mean, the concession stand. They're watching us live right now. It's Webb now. Good work. And that deflects. Good fight from Webb. Puts us into the box, and Schwalbach will collect. Look at this transition. McGinley on the ball here for the Cougars. Avripa. That's broken up. Ball played up and long. That's just going to keep going and going and going. Just like the Energizer Bunny. All deflected out off of Falcon defender and attacker, and out it goes. Shaw. Shea wins the ball back for the Cougars. Looking out wide here to Boz. He just misplays that.
You fixed it. You fixed it. You fixed it. Hooray.
This ball played in to Webb. Down by the end line. Puts us across into the 6.
Is it going to stop working if I plug that in?
It's probably.
I won't do it then.
Nah, well, it is what it is. Now Webb looks to take a shot, and that one's going to be an easy dribbler for Schwalbach.
I'm just glad the stream's working. It's just the iPad itself. So. Oh, yeah. See, that says it's connected to AirPlay, and that's why it's not working.
This part of the match brought to you by Granite City Food and Brewery. Eat good eats, drink good drinks, have good times. Granite City Food and Brewery located in Troy at 16 Mile and I-75. As now Bosley almost wins this one. Now tries to settle it down. In came a Repa and cleared away and out.
Good break, even though Lily Bosley was kind of going at it herself and didn't have her teammates to join her there, but she's able to hold on to it long enough and ends up winning a deep throw in here.
All put in. That's going to go out for a goal kick. But located in 16 Mile and I-75 in Troy, or the Northville location is 7 Mile and Haggerty. If you go into Granite City and you are 21 years or older, you can get a free Granite City beer flight by just saying MSN. Oh, only Granite City beers? I'm trying to get them to get root beer, like homemade root beer, Steve, but they say it's not possible with their lines. So, because I like a good root beer. You're not a pop guy, so.
No.
So you don't like root beer then, right?
I don't. Never been a fan.
Man, A&W root beer is the best. That's a great question you should ask. What's the root beer of choice? Is it Jones? Is it, Barks? Is it, Mug?
I'm a Jones fan of their cream soda, or the blue one. I forget which. Some razzleberry something, I don't know.
Because those are non-caffeinated. Typically root beer and like those types of drinks don't have caffeine in them. That's when you don't typically drink caffeine, right?
Yeah, it's that, and for a while it was also just like I just didn't like carbonation either.
That's fair. Trying to find that seam was Kaylee Butcher, and just good defensive play by the Falcon defender. Out again off Williams. Beautiful night here for soccer. 76 degrees at kickoff.
It's nice to be able to comfortably know you could wear shorts and a short sleeve shirt and be okay for the broadcast tonight. Did not have to worry about bringing the parka.
Still got it in the car. If we need it, McGinley cuts it back. Inside for Shea, and she looks to take a shot. Bosley's right there and cleared out of danger toward midfield. Webb can almost keep it on. She does. With a kickball there. Swing and a miss. Shout out to Nathan on camera here tonight. Zoe and Brianna on utility duties. Keep seeing Race drawing that traffic, that double team. Steve, we'll see that throughout the night with her and Webb and Williams. Find a way to shut down those three players for the Falcons. It's cleared up. Now here come the Falcons. It's a good idea from Webb. Just couldn't get around on that one, Steve.
Yeah, as you know, she's sees her teammate making that run, understands what she wants to do, just doesn't get around on it enough.
Big tackle right there.
It was a good hard tackle there right there at midfield, but yeah, just unable to get around it enough to put that ball into space, and she's just got to get her hips around it and square up a little bit, because she had all the room and time in the world to find her teammate into space if she does, and a wasted opportunity there for the Falcons.
So Reyes pops this up over. Butcher gets a head on it. Robinson.
It's a dangerous ball from Williams.
Gonna say, yeah, now here comes Bosley on that giveaway. Bosley down by the end line, puts us in, and well played. There's Emma Barker there on that defensive play for the Falcons. So we're at the halfway point here of this first half.
That was Olivia Lombardo stepping off for Stoney Creek. Number 14, Lauren Palmer, replacing her.
Webb cuts it back. Good work to get inside. Puts this up. That was Mickley, I believe, now on the pitch here for the Falcons. It was. So a throw-in coming up here for the Cougars deep in their defensive third. Palmer. Another miss there by Butcher. Seen a couple of those tonight from her. Good tackle back from Race. That's McGinley, and now the ball out to Williams. Webb wide open. Williams gets by Carson and puts this one towards that near post. Ooh, that first touch is so important as Mickley wins it back for the Falcons.
A lot of good possession there, John, then followed up by just some turnovers back and forth. Both teams with an opportunity to potentially create an attack or start a counter, and then just some costly turnovers and giveaways there just in that middle of the park.
Ball go out. That's Mickley. Good work from her. The sun is setting behind us. You can see that shade here on this near side. This part of the match brought to you by Commercial Graphics, the official graphics supplier of the Michigan Soccer Network. All of our banners, our crew gear, all coming from Commercial Graphics. Is Bosley now out wide to Palmer. The flag goes up.
Good opportunity there for Stoney Creek as Lily Bosley looks to her teammate, tries to find a passing lane, but just unable to time the pass just right. And get whistled for the first offside of the game.
Kennedy to Palmer. To Shea. Ball looked for Bosley, just too much. We have a Commercial Graphics, the official graphics provider for the Michigan Soccer Network. Again, they're going to be doing our wall and wrap in our studio and so much more. To learn more about what they do and their services and their products, head over to comgraphics.com. Tracy and Devin do a fantastic job over Commercial Graphics. Williams try to get by Shea. Last touched by the Cougar defender, and this ball's thrown right in towards Natalie Race. Good work by Race, down by the end line. Gets by Kennedy, slots it far post. We've seen like 3 or 4 of those tonight, Steve, where these balls come right across that back post. Everybody in the stands and included in the press box excited about those opportunities.
Yeah, it's good work and great setup as they're delivering balls right across the face of goal and putting creating great opportunities to score, but just unable to find a teammate at the most crucial moment to get a shot on goal. But got to be encouraged if you're the Falcons in the way they're creating, but got to take advantage of these opportunities. You don't know how many more you will get.
So Bosley plays this one up towards Palmer. She'll settle it down. And that actually went out for a corner. This last touch there by Riley Sampson. So I believe the third corner of the match coming up here for the Cougars. And this will be taken by Avripa.
16,
Repass, and now comes Max. Oh, she drops the ball, and that goes into the back of the net, but the referee, I think, calls a foul. So the ball goes in the back of the net, but referee called a foul before it crossed the line.
Yeah, it appeared that the goalkeeper, there was definitely some kind of contact.
She caught the ball, and then they knocked it out. There's Mickley.
Nice, Sammy. Nice ball, Sam.
Now Palmer will settle it down for the Cougars. Well, good defensive work from Sampson, but gives it away, and referee calls a foul. 27 minutes into this one, it's 0-0. Both these teams looking to find a way here to win tonight to take home the OAA League title. OAA Red League title. So look at this. Now we've got a ball from Williams put inside the box.
Couple of subs here for the Falcons. Maeve Comfort, Carson Jackson checking in.
So we'll throw in now for the Falcons. Now Mickley. And cleared away by the Cougars. Palmer just can't keep it on. So Williams will throw this one in, looking for Natalie Race. Well, good win back by Williams, and Falcons have a throw here on this near side. Bosley and Williams, and cleared out towards Palmer. A repass. Oh, two players from the Falcons collide. Bosley now puts this one inside for McGinley. That first touch, and
yeah, she had the time to probably take another touch and make sure she gets that ball into the channel for her teammate. Opportunity lost there for Stoney Creek. They had a couple of Falcon players on the ground who collided into each other, like you mentioned. Chance to counter there and take an opportunity, but just unable to connect that pass, and again, wasted opportunity there for the Cougars.
Three-quarters of this first half are gone. We have 10 minutes to go here in this first half. Oh, ball to flex, low shot, and right into the arms of Schwalbach.
Easy for the goalkeeper to handle there, as that shot just didn't have enough pace or direction on it. It was right at her, but
good look from Carson Jackson.
Good setup, though, from the Falcons.
Comfort looking for Webb. Webb wins it for the time being, and good shirt pull there on McGinley. McGinley looks to go out wide, and Lanier knocks that one out. So I predicted 3-0 in favor of Rochester. You picked 1-1. So
Stoney Creek could easily have one at this point. So with a couple
true.
chances they've had in front of goal. A second ball on the field.
So that's where those videos and pixel really lose their mind. You start throwing in mobile balls onto a soccer pitch. They don't know how to react or respond. One's cleared up by Carson. Comfort gets a head on it. Oh, look at this ball inside and the box, and Alice Max. It's easy for her. Falcons will work on their back line. Knocked right to Shea. Bosley. Back to Bosley. Back out wide. Deflected out. That was Solik that tried to put that one into the box for the Cougars. Solik will put this one, pops it up. Out comes Max. She drops it. And that one's going to go out for a corner.
Creating an opportunity out of just a deep throw in and not a whole lot, but ball up in the air on the attempted cross. Goalkeeper can't hold on to it. Pressure causes a corner kick. Fourth of the game here for the Cougars.
This ball played in. Max goes up, and that's going to go in the back of the net.
I think it was number 5. Maybe.
No, I think it's Bosley. They're all going to Bosley. Bosley gets the goal.
Talk about a set piece and an opportunity, and this ball comes in, and yep, Lily Bosley just runs onto it, gets unmarked, stepping into the 6. She's able to get a head on it, put it into the back of the net, and give Stoney Creek the 1-0 lead here. Just over 6 minutes to play in this first half.
Well, Steve, my prediction's out the window, so I said 3-0, so. That goal coming in the 34th minute.
Talk about it all the time, John. Possession and doesn't always mean everything in the game. If you can hang around and create some opportunities and stay strong defensively, and that's what Stoney Creek has done here, limiting Rochester to nothing too dangerous in front of the net while also creating themselves. They've done that consistently tonight, and there Lily Bosley able to get on the end of a corner kick and give her team the lead. Just a wonderful set piece and a great effort from her, but here comes a dangerous kick for the Falcons off this set piece.
This is ball played in, and way it'll go.
Still plenty of time here. Obviously, just over 5 minutes to go in this first half. Rochester hasn't been in too many situations where they have trailed, but I'm sure that the coaching staff and the adjustments that'll make at halftime, they've been dangerous throughout the game, just unable to really test the goalkeeper too much tonight. They'll need to get more chances in and on frame and on target to try to get back into this match.
Steve, do we know who assisted that goal?
I do not, but I can certainly.
I just didn't have. I believe it was Solik, but I can't be for certain. That's a good tackle. So here we are with 5 minutes to play here, less than 5 minutes to play here in this first half. A 34th minute goal. It's given the Stoney Creek Cougars a 1-0 lead off the head of Lily Bosley as this ball's played in, back post. Oh, and somehow stays on, now put towards the head of Palmer, and Max can't bring it down. Shea, rebound wide.
Another opportunity here for the Cougars out of a miscleared ball. A header that just goes up and forces the goalkeeper to have to make the save. Is that one would have dropped in the net. Comes down on target, but the goalkeeper coming up with a big save, keeps it out, but then the rebound unable to find the frame as well. John, to answer your question, I believe it was number 16, Ava Everpass on the corner kick, who assisted the goal.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. So down here, double teamed. And a lot of space now in the middle of the park as McGinley will make her way up towards midfield. Looking for error pass. 34th minute goal by Lily Bosley, assisted by number 16, Ava Everpass. McGinley looking to get by, and that's good defensive work on that far side for Mickley. Bosley plays it back to Butcher. Well, good ball out wide. That's Solik, puts us in towards the top of the 12 and cleared off for the time being.
Some good sustained pressure here from the Cougars. Right after that goal, it's easy to kind of just sit back and kind of relax a little bit, but they've kept the intensity up, kept the pressure on, trying to find that second goal, knowing that the Falcons, all they do need is a tie tonight. So one goal lead is not going to be good enough tonight. Not something you want to be comfortable with. So they're going to do everything they can to try to increase that advantage here while they have that lead.
Race tracks this one down for the Falcons. Looking at it down by the end line, inside the 18. Fires one far post and goes just wide.
Been the story of this first half. Falcons creating plenty of opportunities, just unable to put enough shots on target, forcing the goalkeeper to have to make enough big saves. Another chance here, looking for a far bar cross, unable to find a teammate, and a chance gone to waste for the Falcons.
Schwalbach will play this one in here for the Cougars as we're under 20 seconds to go here. McGinley cuts us one inside. Still has it. Because they picked her pocket. Great defensive play.
7, 6, 5, 4.
That's how the half will end, but great tackle there from the Falcon defender. And that's the half.
It is, Steve. What are your thoughts here on this first half?
Well, I think much of what we expected. Opportunities, both teams gonna create, fly forward. Just a story of who could be more clinical in front of net. And so far, it's been Stoney Creek creating opportunities, a couple balls off the bar, forcing the goalkeeper to make some big saves. To be fair, Stoney Creek could easily have 2 or 3 in this half, but Rochester's still in it, just down a goal. They've created opportunities as well, just unable to find the frame. So I'm sure Coach Doug will find some adjustments to be made. Plenty to be played for, as all they need is a tie. So still a lot of soccer to play here in this second half.
That there is. It's 1-0 here at the half off the goal from Lily Bosley in the 34th minute. You're watching high school girls soccer live right now on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. We'll be back. Thank you for stopping by the Michigan Soccer Network. To not miss out on any of the action, all you have to do is simply hit the subscribe button, and that way you're notified every time we bring new content or go live. Thanks for stopping by. Don't just burn calories, torch those little suckers. Base Camp Fitness Troy, opening up this March, will help you get maximum results in half the time. Our intensity intervals of cardio and strength training will supercharge your calorie burn, all in just 35 minutes. Make sure to lock in our founder's rate and claim your 2-week risk-free trial by scanning the QR code on your screen. Base Camp Fitness Troy, located at 443 East Big Beaver Road in Troy, Michigan.
Clubs love Ollie because it helps them manage their club and accelerate the development of their coaches and players. Every soccer club talks about their focus on development, but nobody actually measures it until now. We've developed the capability for every one of your teams to easily capture pro-level game stats in real time using a mobile phone. It's one thing at the end of the day to look up the results for your club, but how valuable would it be for directors to actually see how each team played? How well did a team possess the ball and control the game? How well did they create dangerous chances inside the box? How did your top players perform? And how is each coach improving from week to week? Ollie provides this powerful data through a club dashboard that shows club results and lets you drill down into any game or player. Ollie also includes team and club management that lets you communicate instantly with coaches, parents, and players, and lets directors see every club event so they can easily coordinate visits to matches and training sessions. It's got everything you need in one simple app. Reach out to us to get your club started today.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Welcome back here into Rochester High School. We're at the half. 1-0 is the score. 34th minute goal from Lily Bosley is the difference right now in this one. We've got 6 minutes and we're back with more high school girls soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network. To grow here in 2023? Let the Michigan Soccer Network help you and your restaurant fill more seats. Help you and your law firm get new clients. Help you and your dental practice find more patients. Find more roofing customers for this upcoming summer. And to help you and your medical practice find new patients. To learn more or get started, visit MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in! Don't just burn calories, torch those little suckers.
Base Camp Fitness Troy, opening up this March, will help you get maximum results in half the time. Our intensity intervals of cardio and strength training will supercharge your calorie burn, all in just 35 minutes. Make sure to lock in our founders rate and claim your 2-week risk-free trial by scanning the QR code on your screen. Base Camp Fitness Troy, located at 443 East Big Beaver Road in Troy, Michigan. Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Thank you for stopping by the Michigan Soccer Network. To not miss out on any of the action, all you have to do is simply hit the subscribe button, and that way you're notified every time we bring new content or go live. Thanks for stopping by. Welcome back here into Rochester High School. We see a lot of kids on the field. Future Stoney Creek, Rochester, Adams, and Rochester High School soccer players right now. We're here at the half. It's 1-0. John Turner, Steve Besk here. We're excited to bring you this Wednesday night OAA Red League finale here for these two teams. The winner of this game.
Do you want to give your hand at broadcasting what is going on out there?
Yeah.
Like this one kid in the blue is being surrounded by 17 other people as it is at Rochester Soccer Club night here at Rochester High School. So a bunch of kids from club through the youth club of all ages and all teams coming out here tonight. So a bunch of kids getting a chance to run out on the turf field. We have a goal. We have a goal. Not sure who scored it, but
we have a goal.
We have a goal for what team? I don't know. You pick a color.
And taking a look at here at the halftime stats presented by Ollie Live Sports, the official live stat provider of the Michigan Soccer Network. Take a look here. It's a pretty even matchup if you look at shots. 5-4 in favor of Stoney Creek. Shots on target 4-3. Corners 4-3 in favor of Stoney Creek. Offsides 1, fouls 5-3. I mean, just trading off stats here.
Yeah, it's just it's just been a case of really Rochester's shots on targets just haven't really tested the goalkeeper and Schwalbach really too much. She hasn't been forced to make a real difficult save in anything yet tonight, so they're going to need to just kind of keep creating more chances and put more on frame. And on the other end, for Stoney Creek, they started maybe a little bit slow, but they grew into the game. They started creating chances, had one goal that he easily could have had 2 or 3, put 1 or 2 balls off the crossbar, created some other chances with some loose balls in and around the goal. So I have to be encouraged if you're Stoney Creek, more of the same. You know that 1 goal is not going to be enough because all it's going to take is 1 shot to tie this game up, and that's good enough for Rochester tonight. So they know that they have to try to search for that second goal. And then on the flip side, the Falcons really going to have to do everything they can to try to find an equalizer, as they know that'll be good enough tonight.
That it was, and we are just mere moments away from the start of this second half as Rochester stopped getting back on the pitch here. We're waiting for Stoney Creek to get back on the pitch.
Prediction is still in order.
It is, Steve. That it is. Sorry, I'm just typing in the goal scorer for the ticker, Steve. Nice little
Gotta
added
do what you
feature.
gotta do.
Huh?
Gotta do what you gotta do.
I know, right? Just multitasking here as we're.
For those at home listening and watching, if it's your first time or you're a long-time viewer, we appreciate your support. If you could please go to the YouTube channel, the Michigan Soccer Network, hit that subscribe button, like us, like the video, share the videos. We appreciate your support out there, as your support is what allows us to do what we do and bring you live soccer coverage here on Michigan Soccer Network.
Head referee back out on the pitch. And here we go. We are back here. Second half action. Michigan Soccer Network bringing you the OAA League title matchup here between the number 1 ranked Rochester Falcons and number 5 ranked Stoney Creek Cougars. Currently lead 1-0 here after 40 minutes.
Well-deserved lead as well. Nothing to take away from what the Falcons were dangerous in creating opportunities, but Stoney Creek was just a little bit better at putting those opportunities on frame and forcing the goalkeeper to make some saves, and they finally cracked the goalkeeper to get that early lead, and they look to extend it here.
The flag did go up, offsides.
Second offsides of the game on Stoney Creek. They've been looking to play quick and to really test that back line, as they know they're going to need every advantage they get. That stout Falcon back line.
All played up, and the Solik, they got a head on that. Guala. Now Williams. She'll put this one in the box, and that'll go out. So tomorrow night we'll be out at Royal Oak Shrine High School as they welcome in Orchard Lake St. Mary's in a Catholic League matchup. We'll be bringing you the Catholic League Cardinal and Bishop Championships next Saturday, live from Bishop Foley High School, number 11 a.m. and a 1 p.m. kickoff. And then Saturday night, Steve, we're going to be busy. We got a Flint City AFC matchup, the first ever on the Michigan Soccer Network. As Flint AFC welcomes in Detroit City FC.
Should be a good matchup.
We had Media Day last night for the AFC side. Got Media Day for the Bucks on Friday. So Mickley will chase this one down for the Falcons. Oh, so look at this. Is finally cleared away. That was Nagy. That was a dangerous counterattack. There's Guala. Now Mickley. Something we saw in the first half, Steve, we saw Rochester come out a little bit more aggressive. We saw some sloppiness early on from. That did not look like good throwing from here, but the first time we've not seen them called, and the first time we will see them called. Right? So, foul called. But again, we saw that sloppy play from defensively and clearances and things like that from the Cougars. They started to find some dangerous opportunities there. So middle way part of the first half, a couple went off the crossbar. Max has had some challenges here tonight, hanging out of the ball too, which has been a factor on the goal. She misplayed that ball, went out for a corner. There's a shot from distance that just went up and over.
Good opportunity there. Bit of a distance shot. Just unable to tuck in there at the top of the bar. Goalkeeper outstretched, but good early opportunity here for Rochester. Is they're going to need to create more and really get more shots on frame. Talking about their goalkeeper, Alice Max, who has struggled a little bit tonight holding onto the ball in a couple scenarios. If you're Rochester, you got to make Schwalbach have to kind of feel some of that same type of pressure on this end, and hopefully find a way to get back and tie this game up.
So a foul and a free kick here coming up here for the Falcons as Race will take this for the Falcons. This ball play, that's a great ball. It went over. A head on that.
You're right, that might have gone in, so we're touching it.
A good look. I believe that was 19, Emma Barker, who got a head on number 14. Lanier, they got a head on that. Went just over Schwalbach's hands.
Yeah,
it was wide of goal. It wouldn't have gone into the goal. But
it was curling towards that backside. It definitely too close for comfort. I do think it would have gone just wide, but an opportunity there for the Falcons to try to tie this up. A golden opportunity, and just unable to put it on frame, which has again been the story of the night here for the Falcons. Just a lot of their good opportunities, just unable to get those shots onto frame and force the goalkeeper to have to make a save.
So a corner kick coming up here for the Cougars as Butcher will play this one in on the corner. Or Bosley got on a corner here back in the 34th. This ball's played in, kind of bounces around. Palmer out wide, and that one's knocked out for a goal kick.
Still plenty of time. Just 6 minutes into this second half. Still plenty of time in this half for Rochester to get back into this game. Again, they've been able to create chances all night. It hasn't been for lack of movement and offensive creativity. It's just about getting some more shots on frame and really testing the goalkeeper. As another foul here on the Cougars will give the Falcons a free kick at midfield.
Oh, that actually hit off of Robinson.
Yeah, she was unaware, and rightfully so. The ball really shouldn't have been going to her, but.
So Webb. Oh, in for Race. Can she get there? And that one's cleared out for a corner. I mean, if I'm Doug Steiner or Brian Middlestad tonight, I don't want corners. I don't want free kicks within 25 yards of goal.
No, not defensively, that's for certain. Both goalkeepers a little hesitant at some times, and some big saves as well, but an opportunity and a set piece here for the Falcons.
So Race will put this one in. Mickley's on the goalkeeper. Ball comes in. Williams goes up. Seamus reads that. Now Gualo will take a shot, and that goes in! 1-1 here in the 33rd. I'm sorry, in the 48th minute.
Kaylin Goya with an absolute wonder strike here as the ball bounces right outside the top of the box. Hits it with their left foot. Hits it very clean. Finds the side netting, tucks it in past the goalkeeper. Schwalbach unable to make the save, and we are all knotted up at one apiece with just over 32 minutes to go in this second half.
So Falcons on the board here in the 48th minute. Off the strike, number 17, Caitlin Guella, the junior. And this game now, all notched up one apiece.
Just end it right now, right?
Your prediction, Steve.
Keep taking over.
The momentum now has swung in the favor of the Falcons.
Just hold her arm.
And what we see sometimes in these matchups, chaos kind of ensues after a goal is scored.
Yeah, the temperature definitely goes up. Obviously, momentum is going to swing in favor of, in this case, Rochester getting that tying goal, knowing that a tie is good enough for them tonight. but still plenty of time left, and Stoney Creek's got to get back to what they were doing in finding possession. And if you're Rochester, you got to go for it now. Now's the opportunity. You found that tying, that equalizer. You've been creating opportunities, and now no better time to find a second goal.
The 48th minute goal by Caitlin Guala, unassisted, as that ball kind of ping-ponged around.
Yeah, she was able to get her left foot onto it and strike it real solid. Puts it into the right side of the net past the diving goalkeeper. Just a well-struck ball.
Opportunity now. McGinley will look to take a shot. She strikes one just over Alice Max's hands. We're just informed the new goalkeeper in net now is Jessica Kennedy, the freshman. We appreciate you letting us know. That's one thing we aren't notified of.
Yeah, we definitely do miss goalkeeper substitutions. We don't always catch those, so we appreciate it when someone else does notice.
Thank you. Our goal is obviously always to get it right. Now Webb on the ball. She's got Race. If she can get it to her, Race will try to track this one down before it goes out and just runs out of real estate.
Good opportunity there. Just unfortunate as that ball just a little bit too far.
Good look at the crowd.
Outstretched running Natalie Race is unable to get there, but
ball played on the turf. That's Solik. Ooh, a heavy touch.
Momentum, you can definitely feel it. Energy in the crowd, definitely a little bit in the step of the way that Rochester has now started to play since scoring that goal. A little bit more on that front foot. No better time than to try to find a way to get that second goal.
Webb comes now cleared out. Back to Nagy. Simpson on the ball. That's Webb. Out wide, put towards Race. And Palmer for the Cougars. And a throw-in coming up here for the Falcons with 28 to play. My prediction was thrown out the window in the 34th minute. Steves is still alive and well. 1-1. And the reality is the Falcons, they need tonight is just a top point. They don't need to get the win. Now, granted, you want the win, but you don't need the win.
Still plenty of time left, as much as the prediction would be nice, John. I have a sense and feeling that it's probably not the last goal we're going to see tonight. As two dangerous teams and the chances that they've both created, just to anticipate someone else finding the back of the net here in the remaining 27 and a half minutes.
Did go out for a throw-in. I believe that was last touched by a Cougar.
Yeah, deep throw in here coming again for the Falcons. Another set piece and an opportunity to create in a dangerous spot in this attacking third.
Webb wins this, and that will go out. No, it stays on. Robinson with a touch and cleared towards midfield by Bosley. Played to Bosley. The odds-on favorite to win Miss Soccer again this year. She won it last year as a junior. We'll be bringing you the Dream Team reveal actually live from Granite City on the 21st of June. Did it for the boys' side in the fall. Beautiful night for soccer, Steve. We keep talking about that, but it really is.
Yeah, these are the nights you dream of playing under the lights in an atmosphere like this, in a game like this with so much on the line. Can't ask for better conditions.
And a good student section on hand here tonight. Good crowd, one of the better crowds we've seen in the high school game here this season.
There's a little bit of a breeze with the temperature, just really nice summer evening. That'll be a Falcon throw on the far side. Again, the tie is all the Falcons need tonight to secure that OAA red title. .25 minutes to go here in this second half. 1 goal apiece. Goals coming in the 34th minute from Lily Bosley, and in the 48th minute from Caitlin Guolia.
Robinson plays his sob. Race is there for the Falcons. Oh, finds Mickley. And that's blocked and knocked out from Solik. Substitution coming in here now for both sides. All thrown in, popped up. And this one put out, it looked to be put across. And didn't quite make it. Coming up here on May 20th at 7:30 p.m., Flint City AFC welcomes in Detroit City FC. Be live here on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. We're excited about bringing that action, that match, that first USLW game here to the network. You mentioned Media Day was yesterday.
Girls are excited. Sounds like, they had already, I think they opened up play against, I believe it was AFC Ann Arbor. Came away with a victorious result the other day.
They struggled last year. They finished in 7th place, or last in the league last year, in their first year in existence in the USLW.
Squad made up of a lot of, outgoing seniors in high school, so some young players.
That one just went up and over. That didn't look so dangerous when it left the foot, but it looked pretty close.
Yeah, I ended up dropping down just over top of the net, and for all Stoney Creek fans, a sigh of relief, but not a bad effort there. As it trying to get it across, find a teammate, ends up into a makeshift shot on goal, but just over up at the top. And Stoney Creek now 22 minutes. Got to find a go-ahead goal if they're going to find a way to be crowned champions tonight. Rochester just has to weather the storm. 1-1 will be good enough, but they know that Stoney Creek's going to throw everything at it, so they have to be sound defensively and try to find a go-ahead goal themselves to ensure that they are crowned champions tonight.
This ball, and then up comes Kennedy with the ball. So ball
Madeline
thrown
McGinley
in.
there looking for the foul, not getting it. Another throw in here for Ava Williams on the near side.
Now Race looks to take a shot. That one didn't quite make it on target. This ball might go out. Nobody out for a goal kick.
Elena Webb just unable to corral that and collect it to be able to get any kind of shot or cross off. I'll go out for a goal kick here for the Cougars. Halfway through the second half, 1-1 is our score.
Solik plays this inside to McGinley. Good ball. Back to Bosley. Cuts it inside. Good step by the Falcon defender. This one's cleared up and headed away. That's Mickley and a touch. So 61st minute, just 19 minutes to go in this one, as you've already alluded to a couple of times. The Falcons don't have to score more. Now, granted, if you're get that victory, everybody wants a win, but you only need is a tie.
Absolutely, but obviously you understand it in a tie game. Just one shot, one floated ball in, one mistake is all that could go against you. So you're not going to see Rochester kind of sit back and try to just grind out this time here. They're going to keep throwing bodies forward, still creating. Coach Doug Steinert is just too much of a good coach and aware of the situation and what's at stake. To understand that until those last 5 minutes or so, really they're going to keep throwing everything they can forward, because the importance here and what Stoney Creek can provide on an offensive side, just got to be very cautious in how dangerous some of their players can be. The way Lily Bosley can go at players and create space, you just never know.
Ball kind of pops up. There's Guala, the goal scorer, got the equalizer for the Falcons in the 48th. All thrown and given away. Robinson gets a touch. A Webb on the ball. Puts it inside for Race. Now Robinson will fire a shot, and Kennedy makes a diving save.
On a good opportunity here from the Falcons, and this time shot comes from distance from Robinson, and it does get deflected on its way in.
Ozzy gets tied up. Now McGinley on the ball. Well, that's Williams. That's hard foul. Referee just telling McGinley to use her head. This ball being played in. It's not a bad ball. So Mickley knocks that one out for a goal kick. Reminder that tomorrow, highlights from this game will be available on our YouTube channel tomorrow morning.
Substitution for the Cougars. Alexa Wolf coming in replacing number 14, Lauren Palmer.
I'll switch to this near side. Williams comes in, a hard foul, hard tackle. And Kennedy comes up with the ball.
Good there. Good opportunity there from Williams on her left foot, unable to put that shot on target. Kennedy comes up with the save.
Oh, look, now here comes McGinley. She's got space. Puts this ball in. Max able to hang on to this one. Really the first dangerous opportunity for the Cougars here in the last number of minutes.
Yeah, have been unable to create chances in on goal here in this second half, especially since the Falcons were able to tie this thing up. The momentum been in their way, and Cougars really have to just find a way to keep some possession, string some passes together, start to gain some confidence. Still plenty of time left in this match. Just under 15 minutes to go. All they need is a go-ahead goal. Say all they need, but
I say make it sound so easy there.
It's going to be hard to come by with this stout Falcon defense tonight. They've been very good at limiting opportunities, but still, like I said, plenty of time left for either side to change this game.
Webb gets ahead and back to Kennedy it will go.
Three saves so far in the second half for Jessica Kennedy. Done well in coming in here in the second half.
Now McGinley with some speed on that far side. Keeps it on the pitch. And puts this one in. That's right to Stickney. Now Bosley takes a whack at it and good strong effort there from the Cougars and McGinley. Create an opportunity here and see if they can find a way to create some magic. Saw there Kennedy fall down. The ball into Stickney. Ooh, a good ball. If McGinley can get there, McGinley does. That was a smart heads-up play to let that one go out, but good effort. You're seeing some urgency now here coming from the Cougars with under 13 to play.
Yeah, and a little bit of resurgence, and like you said, a little bit of energy, a little bit of boost there, creating some chances. McGinley's been kind of that catalyst for the Cougars here in the last couple of minutes. She commits a hard foul, but sometimes those hard fouls are necessary. Kind of raises the level of your team and gets her team back into it a little bit emotionally. Not something you always want to see, but sometimes it's those little things like that raises the level. And since that moment, Stoney Creek's been a little bit better at creating some chances, realizing they just have just over 12 minutes to play to find that go-ahead goal.
So a free kick coming up here for the Falcons. And this right now is an extremely important moment right now, because if the Cougars are looking to find a way to get back in this game, and as to get that point, that get the win, to win the league title, they're going to have to be disciplined here on the back end of this game. Can't give up silly fouls. Got to be more composed in these moments and find a way to create some opportunities by still being physical without being, undisciplined. Ball back to Max. She'll take her time. That was Alexa Wolf. That was providing that pressure as this ball is put right in the middle of the mix. Kept on by Mickley. Oh, given away. Ball deflects right to Bosley. Plays to Wolf. Oh, just can't bring that one in. That was Stickney. This ball cleared up. To put right back now. A little bit of ping pong here, Steve, as this ball pops up in the air.
And you have a lot of talented players out there, but sometimes you get into this rut of just playing one touch and pinging it back and forth, and no one's really bringing the ball down, settling it, just trying to settle this game down a little bit. But the longer this stays at 1-1, obviously Rochester, the better result for them is the tie, but Stoney Creek's going to keep throwing numbers. You can see a little bit of energy and their desire here to push in these last several minutes, to try to create. It's not going to stop here. As Coach Brian Middlestad, I'm sure any kind of substitutions here in these last few minutes will be to try to take advantage of some of those tired legs that are out there on both sides.
Free pass back in now. She assisted on the first goal of this game in the 34th minute to Lily Bosley. McGinley now cuts us inside, and that's last touch off of Williams. This has every feel of a playoff game right now as we're under 10 minutes getting through the final 10 minutes. Is one for one team might go really slow, and while for the other might go really fast. We talk about that if you're the Falcons and you're currently the ones in control of this, because that tie is all that you need. This game's going to go real slow for them and really fast for the Cougars.
Yeah, absolutely. And, again, both teams have created all night, so still plenty of time left. All it takes is one opportunity. Is that one's going to go out for a goal kick. Is Falcons will try to take every second they can off. Nope, they're going to play it quick, and that might cost them here. Not sure why the rush to play. I'm sure Coach Doug will be letting her know to slow that down.
As Race puts this one up, looking for Webb. Kennedy comes up and gets the easy grab.
All it takes is one shot, though, John. So, could be even a free kick with just seconds to go in this game. And so, this Rochester team's going to have to dig in and defend to become champions. They're going to have to withstand this ultimate test here of a very talented Stoney Creek side here with 8 minutes to go.
Stoney Creek side that's only allowed on the season 5 goals up until this point, 6 goals now. They've had 13 shutouts. They're 16-1 on the season. A phenomenal season for Middlestad and the Cougars. And this ultra competitive OAA Red. We've seen it. You got top team in the state in Rochester, number 5 ranked. Stoney Creek, number 6 ranked. Athens, number 11 ranked. Rochester Adams, 6 ranked. Athens. I mean, there's just so much talented teams top to bottom in this division, in this league. You've also got, on the other side of that, you've got all these other teams in the MAC who are also very, very competitive in the MAC Red, and Romeo and Utica Eisenhower. And all those teams will find their way into District 14 here in less than 2 weeks. And a good tackle. Stop that promising attack for the Falcons. Now Bosley on the ball. She'll clear this up. McGinley's got legs. Runs and chases it down. Dispossessed. Good work. Butcher plays this one to this near side to Solik. Into Wolf. Ball is put towards top of the 18. Now this one cleared up over midfield. So just joining us, a goal in the 34th minute from Lily Bosley. in the first half. Gave the Cougars a 1-0 lead going into half. And then in the 48th minute, a goal from number 17, Caitlin Gualas Jr., equalizes game 1-1. And that's where this match stands with 6 minutes to go. Jonathan Turner, Steve Besk on the call. Now Webb will make her way towards the 18, defensively stopped there by Mia Carson.
Sub at that last break. Number 10, Olivia Lombardo, replacing Alexa Wolf for the Cougars.
Brought down by Bosley. To Shea. Wolf into Bosley. Robinson slips. Bosley still has the ball. Finally cleared up from Elamasa. Now a shot from some 40 yards away. It's an easy one for Alice Max. As we're now with 5 minutes to go in this OAA Red League deciding matchup between number 1 ranked Falcons and number 5 ranked Stoney Creek and the Cougars.
Not to mention 5 minutes away from a perfect prediction. Just saying.
Wow. Well, it is true. It would be the first time in the history of our broadcast, Steve, that either one of us have predicted the immediate outcome or the exact outcome of a match. So it would be
still time.
Very important. And we want to give a special shout out. We before the match, just as we were kind of launching into this, we did have Rochester parents come into the press box and leave us some goodie bags. So we want to give a shout out for that. As a ball to the top from McGinley, and Max comes up with it. I mean, they got us some goodies. I mean, they got some. I mean,
Reese's
drinks and Reese pieces, Reese peanut butter cups.
Iced tea,
which is Dan Stickrat's go-to.
Combos and the whole shebang. Foul there on Stoney Creek. Free kick for the Falcons, who will do anything but rush to take this one, I can assume.
Well, you said that the last time, Steve.
I did,
and I was
but
pleasantly disappointed.
I would have thought that they would have slowed it down a little bit more at that point, but most certainly here with just under 4 to play, going to take their time.
And this is where the referee has discretion to stop the clock if he needs to.
You know, there has to be a reasonable, you're allowed to set it up. But, you know, there also can't be any kind of intentional delay as well. So it is a balancing act sometimes to try to manage that out on the pitch.
This ball settled down. Solik. A little touch from McGinley looking to play that into Lombardo. Shea. Switches to Lombardo. Misplayed, and now McGinley will settle this down. She's been dangerous here the last 10 minutes as she puts this one back in. Continued pressure here from the Cougars. The ball drops to Lombardo. And just keeps staying here, top of the 18. Miscommunication. Aripov puts it towards the goal, and Max, that's an easy one for her, but a miscommunication there defensively for the Falcons.
Yeah, not been many mistakes tonight, but almost a costly mistake there in the back from the Falcons, but unable to beat the goalkeeper. And Cougars will still throw numbers forward here, just 90 seconds to play. Could we see some late game drama here, John?
We very well could. Oh, ran right into a wall. Does Williams, but Race now. Advantage given. Race puts us out wide. That's Webb. Keeps it, cuts it back inside. Defensive play there by Kennedy.
It's a great tackle at a crucial time when you need it the most. Now they just got to try to win the ball back. We're under a minute.
McGinley now wins the ball back for the Cougars. 40 seconds to play. Oh, got to lift that up and get it up into that area and put it back towards the box. 28 seconds to go.
Just kick it out of bounds. Kick it out of bounds. There you go. One last chance. What, 10 seconds?
So 12 seconds to go. Cougars going to play this up towards midfield. Bosley fights through it, but it's not going to be enough, Doug. And Doug Steiner to the Falcons are going to win the 2023 OAA Red.
Yeah, a well-deserved tie in championship tonight after a hard-fought match in a game that both sides definitely had opportunities to win. Happy to share the points, I'm sure, as far as if you're a Rochester fan, knowing that that's all you needed tonight. Obviously, Stoney Creek threw everything they could at it to try to get that victory. And again, we talked about this in the pregame. These teams are likely to meet again in that district, and I'm sure Brian Middlestad will use this game as a learning point for these girls to know that they can play with them. And if this was a district game, John, this game's going into overtime right now. So then they're still playing. So they know that they can keep their head held high, and knowing that they can hang with a team like the Falcons. They're ranked number 1 in the state for a reason. But if you're the Falcons, this was step 1, right? Win the division, and I'm sure that these girls have bigger sights set as they bowed out last year in that semifinal, and I'm sure they want to make another run. But in order to do that, you have to go through the steps, and the first thing is to play that league conference play, and to come out as champions is what I'm sure they set out to do this year. So well-deserved, and you play a very tough schedule in this league, John. We talk about it all the time. So a well-earned championship from the Falcons of Rochester High School.
Who are making their way down here to their student section, I assume. Again, the players are running off. Again, they're thanking their crowd here. They are the OAA Red champs here for 2023. We're going to head to break. Be back here with final match stats. You've been watching girls high school soccer right here on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Their first uniform. their first number, their first teammate, their first goal, their first coach. We take great care in making sure their first isn't their last. We're so much more than a soccer class. Come play with us today at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com.
Our mission is to help players take their game to the next level and reach their potential. Not only do we help develop fundamental technical skills such as ball control in tight spaces with different surfaces, dribbling at speed and changing direction, using a variety of 1v1 skills to create space, receiving on a half turn, hook turn, and out of the air, finishing off the dribbling, one-touch, volleys, and headers. We help players get comfortable performing these skills at game speed with pressure and with both their dominant and non-dominant foot. In addition, we help players with their speed of play, awareness of space, defenders and teammates, and also dominate with their off-the-ball movement. We offer a variety of services such as one-on-ones, small groups, large groups, as well as team sessions. We have an experienced coaching staff that is professional, friendly, patient, while still holding players to high standards and holding them accountable. No matter what level you're at as a player, I'm confident we can help you get better. Over the past 3 years, we've built one of the best soccer-specific training facilities in the country and developed one of the most detail-oriented programs to help our players. Visit our website.
Welcome back here into Rochester High School. The final score 1-1, but that's all the Falcons needed to win the red title here tonight. And that's exactly what they did. They found themselves in a hole in the 34th minute off the Lily Bosley goal. 1-0, and then in the 48th minute, Kaylin Guala, as Steve says, with a wonder strike as they are making their run towards the camera and celebrating a well-deserved OAA Red League title here on this Wednesday evening. And Steve, what are your thoughts? As we get ready to show stats and get out of here.
Well, from first time seeing Rochester in person live this year, I know that I've been on the network a couple times, but my first time seeing them live, you can see why they're so dangerous and why they are the number one team in the state and champions of this OAA Red, which is, arguably one of the toughest divisions in the state to win. And you can see why the talent up and down the roster, the consistency they have from player 1 through 11 out on the field at all times is just consistent, and they play in good shape and they're well organized defensively, and they understood the mission tonight. The goal was not to necessarily have to win the game. Of course, you want to win the game, but they got in a hole which they probably haven't dealt with much this season, but they knew they could battle back, and all they needed was a goal, and they were able to find that goal, and Caitlin Guala just gives them the tying goal, and it ends up being a title clinching goal, and now these two teams prepare for that state run and everything that goes into that. We know one game can make or break a season, and this type of game being played in a state playoff, John, this game's going to overtime. And that's how close both these teams are. Stoney Creek is a very, very dangerous team. The likes of Lily Bosley and McGinley and some of the other players just really creating a lot of chances throughout the game tonight. We see why Stoney Creek is 16-1 or 16-2 now after that. 16-1-1. But it's going to come down to that division or the district title game. I'm sure. I won't be surprised if it's a rematch, John. So we may get another installment of this great matchup.
Yeah, that we will. There's your full-time stats here, presented by Ali Live Sports. 10 shots in total for the Falcons, 8 for the Cougars. Both shot 6 on target, 4 corners for the Falcons, 5 for the Cougars. Fouls 9-6 in favor of the Cougars. Offsides 2-0 and saves 7-6. I mean, both Jessica Kennedy and Merrick Schwalbach did a great job tonight here for the Cougars, and you saw Alice Max have a good job. Struggled early there with some keeping her hands on the ball and keeping it under control, but found a way to keep this game 1-1. All the Falcons needed was 1 point tonight. They got it, and now they're your league title and champions here for the OAA Red. So the Rochester Falcons move to 12-0-2 on this season. They're undefeated. Stoney Creek is 16-1-1. And those are your final stats here presented by Ali Live Sports. And Steve, final thoughts here before we get out of here.
Looking forward to our matchup tomorrow over at Royal Oak Shrine versus Orchard Lake St. Mary's. But a good game here tonight. Beautiful night. Couldn't ask for anything better. 2 top 5 teams in the state. It's always good when you see such a good matchup. I got the first prediction right in MSN history.
That's right.
That will not go unnoticed.
Here, we're on camera now. But there it is.
I normally do not get those predictions right. It's not normally my thing.
No.
But tonight, just kind of had a feeling that both sides might, find a way to nick one in and just, earn the point. And for Rochester, that was going to be good enough. At some point, they did not have to push for another goal and just find a way to defensively see it out. And that's what they did. And credit to Stoney Creek. They gave it everything they had. They pushed forward, made chances, just unable to find that go-ahead goal. It just wasn't enough. And Rochester comes away champions of the OAA Red.
That they do, and there it is, your 2023 OAA Red champions, the Rochester Falcons, ranked number 1 in the state, tying number 5 ranked Stoney Creek Cougars. From all of us here at the Michigan Soccer Network, I want to thank Nathan, doing a fantastic job tonight on camera, Brandon and Zoe on utilities, Steve Best, my partner here tonight. My name is Jonathan Turner. We're excited to have you stop along here for the ride, whether you watch us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or Twitter. If you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe button, like this, share this with your friends and family, and like I always say, we'll see you next time for more soccer.